Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, my dude, which means it's buyer's good time, and I'm going to be telling you about all the other things that are coming up later in the show. What's really nice for this week, though, is the special section has been upgraded like significantly with by upgrade I mean like the deals and stuff on here. Some of them are pretty sick. Some stock like scheduled for clearance, basically. So without further ado, let's dive straight into the top 10. Starting off in the top 10, it's going to be the Gamdias E1-600W, just a straightforward 80% power supply, 520 watt, basically guaranteed efficiency, and it's got nicely braided cables. It's pretty nicely covered, an RGB fan even inside of it. You can even control the RGB lighting with the touch of a button. Pretty cool, right? Well, it's a 600 watt 80 plus for 600 rand. Like, it's a rand per watt. It's a very good bang for buck. At number 9, the Ikon Alphas are back on special. This is like absolutely pretty much, there's no wireless headset that's as good bang for buck as these, not by a long shot. Built-in microphone as well, it's actually detachable. There's a full review over here on the page if you need to see more. But it's good, like for the money, these are basically impossible to better. At number 8, it's a Corsair AF120s. The Airflow series is very, very good, especially if you're doing a normal Airflow build. But look at that static pressure. It's even got pretty decent static pressure. But a 3-pack normally goes for like closer to $1,000. Like $400 for this right now is kind of safe. And keeping things cool in this heat at number 7, see what I did there? It's a Gamdias E1-600W. These are actually sick little CPU coolers, especially now at 900 rand. Normally they're about 1.1, so it's like a 200 rand discount currently, and it comes with everything you see here in the box included as well. So if you've got an existing Gamdias kit, you can just interface it with that. I have done a full build with this for a budget PC with a 5600X. The most I could get it to was 61 degrees with absolutely no audible fan curve. Very nice. At number 6, it's an Antec HCG 750W bronze. Full modular though, with a 5-year warranty for 1.4. Makes it very, very competitive. I've got the HCG Gold 850 on the test bench, and it's literally run everything from 3090s to 5950X, 11900K, you name it. It's basically run everything. The only thing I haven't thrown at it was the 12900 cable, funnily enough. But literally everything else that's come through the test bench, and it's going on to the new test bench, which we're going to be building a little bit later in the week. But these are good. They're really good. Bang for buck wise, like very, very solid. 80 plus bronze is nice to have. 5-year warranty, 135mm fan as well, so it's going to be pretty quiet, especially if you isolate that with it facing down. You can see even on the 12 volt it can do all 750 watts just on the 12 volt rate. This is why I really, really like them. That's where your CPU and your GPU and stuff derive most of their power and current from. So to have that is really, really good, especially if you're looking at a high-end 12th gen processor. Then this will actually run it pretty damn well. Busting into the top of at number 5, I've reviewed these and now I can speak even more about them. Literally the only drawback on this headset is the microphone. It's a chat mic. It's not going to be exceptionally good quality or anything like that. Even at the price point, it's actually, I would say, a little bit worse than I was hoping. But everything else about these headset was way better than what I was expecting. The fact that it's got Bluetooth switch over with 2.4 gigahertz means that anything with a USB, you can use the 2.4, which gives very good range. And then anything else, you just connect with the Bluetooth. So you can seamlessly connect between your phone and your PC and leave the headset on for the whole day. You basically won't even feel it. They're super comfortable, ultra lightweight, 165 gram. That's actually lighter than my wired headset. I don't know how they did that or how they got the audio from it, with everything considered. Check the review if you need to see more, but these are fantastic. At number 4, it's something that's just not getting enough love. It's this AX5400. This is like the last Wi-Fi router you'll need to buy for the next 3 years at minimum. Every year after that, it will carries on working is kind of a bonus, but at this level and this feature set at this price point right now, it's basically unmatched. I've had units now connecting to it on Wi-Fi over 2 gigabits even. I've got that new GS566 Stealth, I keep getting the name wrong, but the new Stealth edition from MSI. Absolutely disgusting laptop. Downloads at my full 500 megabits, absolutely no problems. Transfer rate, my limitation was actually my LAN. It was actually faster on the Wi-Fi, so I can vouch for this thing. I do all my networking, everything now in the studio through this unit, and it bombs. It's really, really good. In the first of the podium positions, it's the Dell S2422HG. Once again, with a very complex naming convention, but the S24 tells you at least it's a 24-inch. The HG, I think, now is for VA. One of those is for VA, because this is also a VA panel. 165 hertz, curved, and see there, that's the thing. That's the one we want. Because even ones like Pixel, they're going to swap it out because it's VA. It's going to have fantastic contrast. I believe that this one gets a 99% sRGB color gamut, which is nice. 178-degree viewing angle, some good old FreeSync thrown in there, nice port setup and stuff as well. Their default base mount, the works. It's all the Dell goodness for 4,200 Rand with a 3-year warranty. In the number 2 spot, this upgrade kit caught my eye because 11400F is kind of nutty. H570 Pro, nice board, and you got the good RAM as well, and these boards can do that RAM and 2x8 kit, so you can dual channel 11400F with an H570 Pro for 6,600 Rand. Until about, I would say, 3070, you're probably not going to have a bottleneck even, so you can spend less on your base setup, maybe even throw in 32 gig RAM just so you're covered. 11400H is nice, 6-core 12 thread. I really like this processor. I know Intel, you want me to like the high-end stuff more, but this one's really good and it runs so cool, and it's like multi-threaded, is very, very strong as well, and I've used them quite a lot and I just really like them. Okay, and this RAM's also quite lacquer, and it's literally what I'm running just without the RGB. I run the XR kits on like every test bench, etc. setup that I have pretty much, except for the new one, which is going to be DDR5. But for everything else, I use that RAM and it's great. Like, for the money right now, this is SIF. And finally, in the number 1 spot, it's LG's 1440p, 165 hertz, 1 millisecond, 32-inch. For 6,800 Rand. Mate of mine just bought one because of my suggestion. Because I mean, look at that specification. Just the resolution and the refresh rate is really nice already. But it's VA once again, so it's going to have that good contrast. On the bigger size, there is less smearing. It's got really good brightness as well with the 350, 280 minimum. Around the edges, 280 minimum. I mean, that's really good. 300 is like the good point. It's got HDR, yeah, sure. HDR10, yeah, sure. We don't really care about that, because doing it manually in NVIDIA control panel will get you a way better result than that HDR, let me tell you. But base mount as well, so you can mount it on a desk arm. And did I mention it's a 32-inch? It's going to be quite large. I do kind of wish it was curved though. It would be the only thing I would maybe change in this. Just a slight one, like a 1200 or 1500R. Look, at the price point, it's still mental. 2-year warranty. Could have been a 3, maybe. LG with a little bit of a price increase. Not sure about the logistics of that. Usually it's the case. If you get an extended year, then your parts cost, everything goes up. I remember this from PMing laptops and stuff, and trying to do that. Those were a lot more complicated than a monitor. But still, even with that 2-year warranty, 6,800 Rand for this spec is kind of mental. And that is it for the top 10 for this week. But reviews coming up. Airlink 101s. The new Stealth MSI GS56 G56556, yeah, 12700H with a 3070 Ti in a chassis, like 25 mil stick or something. It's pretty cool. Fans on that, on the cooler boost mode. Impressive. It can become a hovercraft simultaneously, which is also pretty sick. 240 Hz panel and stuff, quite a monster. And then the new test bench is finally coming together with a 12600K, with the Z690 torpedo, and I've got an H100 cooler to go onto that, and we got XPG 5200 MHz memory. So I've got the fast RAM as well, so we can test absolutely everything. 12th gen and Gen 5 even PCI Express on that motherboard now, which is super sick. Amped about that. Gonna still try and organize a graphics card. Hopefully Papa MSI will save us on that one. Anywho, that is all I have for you in this week's buyer's guide. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then do hit us up with a like and subscribe, and I will see you on the flip side.